So in this video, we're going to look at Geometrical Principle One, okay, which states that a line projects as a true length when a view is taken looking perpendicular to that line. Okay, so looking at our two characters here, T and 4, they're looking at the corner flag, okay, or halfway line flag, and they are seeing it as a true length because they're perpendicular to it. Okay, you can even see him pointing, it's perpendicular to it. Okay, whereas if the flag was, I don't know, falling over, okay, at an angle, he wouldn't be seeing it as its true and actual length. Okay, so here we have a line, okay, that is floating in space. Okay, we've got our vertical plane and we've got our horizontal plane. Okay, so just to take a closer look at this line, okay, I'll rotate, see it's sloping kind of in all directions away from both views. Okay, if I look at my vertical plane, okay, looking perpendicularly in there, okay, that is going to show me my elevation. Okay, so here's my elevation. Okay, if I look down on top of it, okay, I'm going to see my plan view. Okay, so here is my plan view. But neither of those two views are true lengths because my elevation, we know it's actually, here's my vertical plane, it's sloping away from the vertical plane, so it couldn't be a true length there. Okay, and my plan, it's sloping away from it also, so it couldn't possibly be a true length when we can see it's actually longer there. So what we need to do is take a perpendicular view. Right? So what that involves is setting up an auxiliary. Okay, so here's our auxiliary plane. Okay, and we're going to look straight in perpendicular to that plane. Okay, so now we're looking perpendicular to this plane. Okay, and this is the length of the line that I see, and that is the actual true length. Okay, so we can show there that is our true length of that line. Okay, because we're looking perpendicular into it. Okay, so just looking at our auxiliary, then that is our x1, y1 line. Okay, and all our distances then are taken from our heights, are taken from our elevation because it's an auxiliary elevation. You can see there the heights are the same and the heights are the same there. Okay, a second way to think about it, if we go back to our view here, is we've got a cone. Okay, so there's a couple of different ways of finding the true length of a generator of a cone, and we'll look at that now. So here's our cone, okay, and here is our generator on that cone. Okay, once again, we'll take a view looking perpendicular to our vertical plane so that we can see our auxiliary, or see our elevation. So auxiliary to that, it's gone to the wrong side. So here we have it. Okay, and our elevation, okay, is created there, so we can see our elevation in the background. Okay, showing our generator also. Okay, but we know that that is sloping away. So our generator line, you can see there, it's sloping away from that, so that couldn't possibly be a true length line. So now we'll look at our plan, looking down on top of it. Okay, and once again we know that our line here is sloping, so even though we have a view again of our generator, it's not necessarily a true length, okay, right, because it's much longer there. So once again we are going to have to set up an auxiliary view. So here is our auxiliary plane, okay, and that is perpendicular, right, to this line. Okay, so it's parallel to the line, and we're taking a perpendicular view. Okay, so let me just set up this view. So here we are looking perpendicularly in, that's our auxiliary plane. So we are seeing this line as a true length line. So just drawing our elevation, or auxiliary elevation. So heights again between our auxiliary elevation and our auxiliary elevation are going to be the same. Okay, so there is my elevation. I know some of the lines are kind of crossing over each other, okay, but what we're really looking for and focusing on here is that is the true length of that line. Okay, another way I want you to think about it is, let's get this to disappear, hide. Okay, is here we have our object, okay, and what if we were looking for that true length but also the angle, okay, the true angle. Okay, how we could do that is by rotating this line around to here, okay, and that would find the true angle. So any angle there, okay, is going to be the same as the angle as it appears in our elevation. Okay, a bit extra information there, but no harm in knowing it.